Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another morning mindfulness. It is before 8 a.m. and it is supposed to be the warmest day of the season so far. I'm in Old Orchard Beach. It is so beautiful out and I'm ready just to get a good stretch on. So let's get it started. I'm going to start with a mermaid's pose. One breath in. Okay, so the other day I decided to tune in to Call Her Daddy, as one does, and I watched the episode that Alex was talking about her decision to wait a little longer to have babies. Just like her career was doing so well and she just decided she wasn't ready. And it got me thinking a lot about timelines and what that means specifically for women. Okay, I'm gonna switch this over. Take a deep breath in, reach forward. When I was in high school, I thought that I was going to get married before 25, I was going to have kids in my 20s, and that's just what the plan was. And now I'm 23, no boyfriend, don't want kids anytime soon. I've always wanted to be a mom, so that's not a question, it's just a matter of when. But I've just found out, just like Alex did, that the timelines we set for ourselves don't always go as planned. They normally don't go as planned. Okay, come around to your hands and knees. Bring one foot up. Okay, now lean into it. And it's just made me kind of think about the fact that I need to be mindful of the here and now, because the timeline that I set for myself, it might not go as planned, so it's important to just be happy with where I am at this very moment. I think that's what Alex is doing, really. She's just being happy with how her life is going now. Okay, one more forward. And it's okay to have goals of, I want to do this by the time I'm 30, or I want to do this by the time I'm 40, but it's also okay if that doesn't happen. And when I said earlier, especially for women, I feel like society puts a timeline on us of when we need to get married, when we need to have kids, and that's just not feasible in today's society. So if you're not starting to have kids until you're 35, that's absolutely okay. And I know also our body puts a timeline on us because we can only have babies for so long. But creating your own timeline and just going with the flow is just as important. I kind of threw my timeline out the window a couple years ago, and it's honestly been really, really rewarding. I've been able to travel literally nonstop. I just decided with my friend that we were just gonna up and move to Maine. That's not really part of my timeline, but it's been so amazing. And so just allowing me to figure out where I want to be. And that's super, super cool. Okay, and then I'm going to step forward, go into pigeon stretch. So I guess this week what I'm being mindful about is just allowing the universe to take the wheel a little bit and just go with the flow. I know I'm going to get married, I know I'm going to have kids when the time is right. I'm just not rushing it. I'm not creating my own timeline when the universe already knows what's going to happen. So there's no pressure for me to figure that out when it's just going to come on its own naturally. So I challenge you to ditch the timeline and kind of embrace your goals a little bit more and not needing them to happen by a certain age, by a certain time, just allowing them to happen naturally. We're gonna come down into this So this week I'm being mindful about just channeling my Alex Cooper and allowing myself to enjoy where I am and letting all the other things come when they're meant to. Because everything does happen for a reason, everything happens when it's meant to, so why stress? Okay, I'm gonna come around to this side. I'm getting covered in sand, guys. Okay, lay back on your mat, cross your legs, figure 4. A timeline can make you kind of just feel more comfortable about how the future looks, and I think that's awesome. That's what goals are for. But don't get absolutely stuck up on it because things always change. They never go as planned, and that's absolutely okay. So this week, be mindful about just letting the world take the wheel sometimes and going after what you want, but not rushing it to happen any sooner than the universe wants it to. Oh, lean forward. One more deep breath. Okay, coming back to center. Put my glasses back on. So this week I want you to ditch the timeline, go at your own pace, enjoy where your feet are, go after your goals, and channel your Alex Cooper. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my other channels, and I will see you next Sunday.